Hey, what's up guys, this is Beat Ninja X here with another gameplay video, and this time we're playing Territories on Boneyard. And right off the back we're on defense, and if you know anything about Territories, there's a few vehicles on this map. There's the warthog. You get two warthogs, one on each side, and then you have the tank. And one of the things that you keep in mind, or what most people do right off the back when you're playing either Territories or Capture the Flag, is get the tank, because the tank is not necessarily a huge threat, but it can be a pain in the ass in capable hands. So one thing that, you know, more times than not, that majority of the team usually go for is the tank. Get that out of the way. Now either they'll destroy it themselves or use it and just start, you know, it's territory, so there's not much you can really do with the tank, but try to keep it stationary and, you know, cover one or two spawn points. I don't really know what you do with the tank, but one of the strategies I find so useful in Territories, especially or in particular this map, Boneyard, is the warthog. Warthog is probably the backbone of Territories on Boneyard, because you can cover so much with this warthog. And you know, we're not necessarily trying to spawn camp, but our job was to cover 3 and I think 4, the spawn point near the rafters where you go inside. That was our mainly our job. Now running back and forth would be a hassle, and we would definitely lose one of the territories if we did not have this warthog. So, you know, we did a pretty good job of covering the warthog. I mean, both territories. I don't think they got not a one in this gameplay, and I had a really good, you know, partner. It was a team. It was 3 of us. We all had mics, and you know, we had a pretty good thing going on. We played quite a few games. Maybe 10 or 12, 15 at the most, and we had good communication skills. That's one of the things I dig in Halo, is when you have teammates with mics, and you know, you know, you're telling people, you know, where you spot enemies at and where you're down, and if you need help and stuff like that. So, you know, my gunner was on point. We were covering this area pretty well. Our warthog gets shot. It gets shot up eventually, and we do switch out. Maybe after this round we switch out. No, during this round, towards the end we switch out, and it was a pretty solid gameplay. It does seem like we were spawn killing. That was not the point. We were just trying to cover the territory, so it kind of ended up, you know, us going back and forth in between territories. But those territories were so close to their spawn points, I mean, you couldn't help but to kill them as they were spawning. It wasn't, you know, necessarily intentional or anything like that. And yeah, you know, this game could have had a way different outcome if they would have got to like the Banshee rockets or sniper. They could have easily took out the tank and our warthog, and this would have been a hassle, because, you know, I think we only have 1 or 2 spawn points, and we spawn near where you saw us spawn at the beginning of the video and stuff like that. And you know, if they would have, you know, took out all of our vehicles, then that would have been a pain in the ass to run back and forth and try our best to cover all the spawn points. But you know, one key factor that we had is we had the warthog and we had the tank, and I think that really what determined the outcome, and you know, just overall good communication skills. Now, to further elaborate on the tank, you know, I don't necessarily understand the point of having a tank on this map. Boneyard and Territories, well, just Boneyard, the map period, it's a cramped map. It's a very cramped map. It's not, tank isn't really very mobile on this map. It has very little room to maneuver, and it can easily get taken out. There have been a few instances where, you know, I've just gotten destroyed by the tank on this map, and it wasn't the fact that it was, you know, moving around and stuff. It stayed in one key position, right where you spawn at. For the, if you're playing on defense on Territories, right where in front of 4 is that little room. There's like a driveway right in there. Yeah, right in front of you. If the tank stays there, it can cover, you know, a good majority of the map. It can cover the rafters, and you know, it can cover anyone coming up towards the side of it. So it's pretty much covered. I mean, but I don't necessarily understand the whole fact of having the tank on that map. It's a very cramped map. You know, I do enjoy driving the tank. It's pretty fun because, you know, not too many maps have the tank on it. It's either, you know, they have the Wraith on it, and the Wraith isn't too bad, but you know, I just like the feel of the tank. I don't know why. But yeah, we get out and we switch gunner to driver. I was gunning because I got a few kills, you know, driving, quite a few kills. It was actually pretty fun, but I got quite a few kills, and we decided to switch out, and I'll be the gunner now. I think I'm more suited to driving. I am not a, you know, a competent gunner. More times than not, you know, I miss half the enemies that, you know, we were passing by. Or if you see any of my previous games where, you know, I'm gunning, I miss quite a few people, and 9 times out of 10, you know, I actually have to have like the driver to tell me, you know, spot the enemies for me so I can take them out and stuff like that. And you see that we flipped the warthog over, where, you know, covering number 3 territory now. This is one of the things I didn't want to happen, is have to, you know, run back and forth, because if you see my armor ability, I have jetpack. I don't have run, you know, sprint armor, so it's pretty much a pain in the ass to run back and forth. And I think, yeah, the round is about to end, and I don't think that guy with the turret is gonna get it. So yep, that's round over, and they didn't capture any territory. So this kind of sets us up to, you know, if we capture 1 territory, it's a done deal. We already won. So now we're playing on offense. Yeah. Wait, no, we're playing on defense. Yeah. So we have to defend these territories, and it's kind of this. Wait. Oh yeah, it switched off. I'm sorry. Now we're playing on offense. Now we have to capture the territories. Now it's pretty much the same strategy as the last game. Go for, you know, the tank and stuff like that. Even if they get to it first, one of the things, you know, I like to do is at least take it out, because it's a pain in the ass. Either way it goes, it's still a pain in the ass. Even if it's such a small, cramped map, the tank is still very useful in the right hands. If you know how to drive it and use it, it's still all good. So I think I'm right here trying to, you know, capture this. Whoop. Yep, sorry about that. Should have edited that out, but oh well, it's all good. So you know, the game came back and it was 1 person standing right in front of me, and thank God I had one of my guys with a sniper rifle who took him out. And it constantly does this. I don't know why. But yep, only 1 territory we had to catch, and it's pretty much a sealed deal. Now I think we already caught 2, so we're pretty much capturing the last one. Now I don't know what happened to their team. I don't think I pushed the select button to see what was going on in their team, but it seemed like, you know, a majority of them dropped out, and that happens to every game. You know, more times than not, you know, you can start a game with a full 8 people, and yeah, it's only 3 of them, so it's not really a big deal. Not saying they couldn't have won it. I mean, well, couldn't have held us off, because there's some beastly players that, you know, can do just as fine on their own, and, you know, really can turn the tide of the game easily. So this could have been a pain in the ass, and it was more of us to kill than them. So yep, so that ends the game. Thank you for watching, and look out for more commentary.